So what happens if the universe matches you up with someone who's a match to the highest vibration that you've been consistently holding, and that, I guess it's just not up to you whether that person is the person that you're currently in a relationship with or whether that person is someone else?
Well, the only reason that could be is if the universe has matched you up to something that isn't what you're really reaching for and what you really want, because what's in your vortex is. What's in that high-flying vortex that you've been accumulating and creating and evolving for all of these lifetimes. If what you say has happened, you're not on that disc, you're on one of those other discs. Because the universe is always matching you up with what's predominant with you. And sometimes it's helpful to have something like that happen in order to sharpen your resolve to focus yourself emotionally. That's really what this whole conversation's about. When we're talking about focusing yourself vibrationally, we're talking about focusing yourself emotionally. And you just can't leave the emotion out of it. And so this is the most significant thing that we'd like to say to all of you relative to the subject of relationships. The path of least resistance to the relationship that you want is not on the topic of that relationship. We'll say it again. If you have a relationship that you want, and maybe you've identified the individual, and maybe it's conceptual, the path of least resistance is clearer. The pipes are more open when you're appreciating your walk in nature, or you're enjoying the beauty of your planet, or you are savoring this delicious meal that you are eating, or you are listening to the magnificent music that is turning you inside out, or you have meditated yourself into a place of non-thought. In other words, the path of least resistance isn't on that efforting toward that end that you seek, because that end that you seek has already been established. So your singular work is to open up the path of least resistance, and you do that by doing stuff that feels good to you. So if you heard us right, that means no one should go to work tomorrow. Now, we don't really mean that, but we'd like you to find ways to make your work a path of lesser resistance too. But anything that is causing you to bind up, to clog up, to slow down, to complain,